blood, with their everything, and they are giving their sacrifices for the Masjid al-Aqsa and for the lands that were once upon a time lands of Anbiya alayhi salam. But as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes mention, that there is no friendship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the Bani Israel, they say that نحن أبناء الله وأحباؤه. We are the children of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the close ones. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ فَلِمَ يُعَذِّبُكُمْ بِذُنُوبِكُمْ. Why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish them on their misbehavior and the disobedience? بَلْ أَنْتُمْ بَشَرٌ مِّمَّنْ خَلَقَ. But you are creation of the creations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. So none is close to Allah, but they are all creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we need to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we see that Banu Israel had Anbiya alayhi salam, but when they disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expelled them from their lands. And then today they are fighting for their lands, and they are fighting for the demolition of Masjid al-Aqsa and everything. But today, if we look at ourselves, we have gone very far, and the calamity that is facing us is also because of the same reason that we have forgotten Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the brothers and sisters that are fighting there, we make dua for them. We can give sadaqah on their behalf, because sadaqah also removes the bala. So basic thing we can do, because we are sitting so far in Kigali, but the brothers are fighting there, the children are fighting, everyone is like, it's chaos. We can't even explain how the situation is. Children, small children, babies, they don't even have a place to sleep. And today we are sitting here, all we can do is make dua. A lot of ulama in the world have started different amaliyat. In Haramain, they started recently the Khatmul Bukhari, the reading of Bukhari. And also in many countries, ulama started Khatmul Bukhari, Khatmul Quran. So we can also do that, read little bit of Quran, make du'as for them. Because the least we can do, because on the day of Qiyamah, if that small child has to come and catch us and ask us that I sacrificed with my blood for the Masjid al-Aqsa and for the lands of Muslimin, what did you do? So we will have no answer for that. At least we can make du'as for them, we can give sadaqah, we can pray 2 rak'ah, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wake up in tahajjud, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for their victory and for their success and for their safety. And that's the least we can do. And also we need to read, because today the batil, what they are doing is keeping our children deprived from the knowledge. From this knowledge, the history of Masjid al-Aqsa is very important. We need to know what Masjid al-Aqsa is and what is the surrounding things are. Who Theodore Herzl was, the father, the so-called father of the nation of the state of Israel. He was the one who went to fight, started with the fight of Masjid al-Aqsa and to take over the lands. Although they started the fight 2,000 years ago, but the initial fight which started recently was the main person. We need to read the history, teach our children, as King Faisal rahimahullah of Saudi Arabia used to say that, teach your children the history of Masjid al-Aqsa, because tomorrow the Jews will say that this Masjid al-Aqsa was our right. So we need to teach our children that Masjid al-Aqsa was our right, and it was taken from us. It was snatched from us. So if our children know, they will have one day that when we need to go and see our lands, our holy lands, and our Qibla, our Haram al-Sharif. So we will have that love of our deen and our religion. And if possible, if things are good, if someone can travel, we can also travel there and see what it is and ponder over what went and everything. So it kind of reminds us. So this was a small basic history that I wanted to convey. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the ability to practice upon what has been said and heard. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
माशाअल्लाह, जज़ाकल्लाह, बहुत ही